Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you the easiest and the smartest way to trade, the best strategy for the year 2022. Guys, if you observe closely, you see that trading have advanced. What I mean is this: um, gone are those days that use of trend line, chart patterns, support and resistance do work perfectly. Now things have changed. If you observe closely, you see that trading doesn't work with those old pattern of trading now. Things have changed, things have upgraded. So now we are into the era of smart concepts, smart money concepts, liquidity, and institutional trading. So how do you go about this now? This is just the best strategy I'm about to give you now. This is just the best working strategy so far this year. So let's go straight to the point without wasting much of our time. And before I proceed, please, if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe, hit the like button, turn on the notification so you can get any video we are posting on time, and watch it and get the knowledge. So let's go straight to the point. um this smart money concept, let me first of all explain what it means. This smart money concept is a way by which you follow the big ballers and trade. Do you understand? It's just to follow the, in financial market, for you to be on a safer side, you must trade with the big ballers, the big boys, the hedges, the banks, and so rest of them. You understand? So for you now to be on a safer side, you need to follow them, the big boys. Know when they enter market, know their target point, know their entry, know their exit, and you are good to go. It will always make you be on a safer side. So without wasting much time, let's go into the main business. So each time I want to make my analysis, anytime I want to make my analysis, I always start my analysis from top down, that is from daily, depending on the kind of trading you do, whether you are a daily trader or a day trader, intraday, swing, and so rest of them. So but now, our major concern today is smart money concept. So now, what is smart money concept? Smart money concept, you know is just like a trading pattern where you identify institutional candle and target your entry from there. How do you now target? How do you know where to enter and where to exit? You understand? How do you know those things? I'll just calm down and relax. I'll put you through on that. First of all, before I take any trading decision or do my analysis, I start my analysis from daily time frame. What do? I first of all identify where the big ballers, where the big boys enter the market, and also identify where they are likely to exit. That is their entry point and their exit point. So now this is odd JPY, Australian dollar JPY. So this is daily time frame, and if you consider the recent swing of the market, you would see that the market is in what? Is in downtrend. It is in downtrend considering the recent swing. But before that, first of all, what I will do is to identify the institutional candle. This institutional candle is where the big ballers, the bankers, where the banks enter the market, and also their exit point, where they are likely to exit. So first of all, this is the institutional candle. Guys, let me mark it. Do you see this tweezer top here? Is institutional candle because that's the last high which it formed before the major drop down. So now, where is the last low? Let's mark it out too. This is the last low, as you all can see. This is the last low. So now you have identified the first step, identifying the institutional candle and also the low, the last low formed on the recent swing. What else do? You now go down to your 4 hours time frame. That is just how I normally analyze it. Then if I go back to 4 hours time frame, I will now do what? I will now see the clearer view of the market. What then do I do? I will observe where there is liquidity. I will talk about more on liquidity in my next video, but I will give you hints. Liquidity is the area where the big ballers target to stop out retail traders so that they can move the market in their own favor. Now, this liquidity always sits on top, or it always sits below or above two relative equal highs. What do I mean? If you observe this chart now, this is 4 hours time frame, you observe that there is high probability, not that there is high probability. On the normal sense, retail traders always like to make use of support and resistance, which all these big ballers already know. Now, what do? They will now come to that area where retail traders are likely to set their stop loss and stop them out of the market before they will now reverse the market to their favor. And remember what I told you, that this liquidity always sits above two relative equal highs or low. It must not be picture perfect, but just get the clear picture of it. Now, if you observe closely, you see that the area we marked before, you can see this arrow, the area we marked before as our tweezer top, which is the last high formed in daily time frame, you can see as I point arrow there, you see that that place has a relative equal high. You can see it. That's the relative equal high. And above the relative equal highs come another high, which is the peak or the highest high of the trend before it started going down. You can see as I marked it. Now, you already know that the general trend of this market, the market on the recent week is already on downtrend. You are now looking for a way to enter the market, but you would not just enter like that. You would like to follow the big boys. You would like to get that perfect entry so that you can ride the trend safely. So what then do you now do? You now wait for a pullback. You now wait for a market. You can see that it is going up. You now wait for the market to pull back to your point of interest. Where is that your point? What is that point of interest? Remember, as I told you, for you to follow the institution to trade, you should always find your entry above any two equal highs or low. So the liquidity always sit on top or below two relative equal highs. So as you observe these two equal high here, where then will you now look for your entry? You should look for your entry above the equal high, because now on the retail traders, now what they will have in mind is, let this trade pull back to my area of support, as the case may be, which is here. Then they will now ride the trend down. This is their idea, as in all retail traders trading psychology, for them to pick an entry here. But don't be surprised that market will pull back to that area and stop you out before it will now come down. That's where institutional candle now come to play. So now you see that since there is high probability that the trade might stop you out there, because they already know your idea, they already know what you plan to do. So what then do you now do? You wait for this trade to pull back and take away that liquidity, that area of relative high. It will take it away, and once it does that, it will now come to this point of interest of the highest high, which is here. Then what then do you now do? At that particular point, you will now look for reversal candle, or you now make use of order block. I will still explain order block in my next video. Then once you set that order block there, then it will now get triggered, and you will now ride the trend. You will now ride the trend all the way from there down. Do you get it? So that is just it. It will not. It will warrant patience, yes, but mind you, be on a safer side. You will be on a safer side, and you wouldn't have any problem with that. So now You now wait for the market to pull, then make a retest there. It will break out this resistance. Yes, sure, it will do that. It will break out that place, then take away the liquidity before it will now start to sell. That is sure. So now, before you pick your entry, you will now wait patiently for it to get there. Then what do you do? If you check 1 hour time frame, in our 1 hour time frame, you can see at the current market condition, you see is forming kind of double bottom, which is a reversal pattern. So you can see it is about to pull back. That pullback will now go straight to that point of interest, which is where the institutional candle is located, before it will now start to sell. So guys, in this video, what I'm trying to explain to you is this. First of all, before you make any trading decision, first of all, identify the area of liquidity, identify the institutional candle, that is where the big ballers enter the market. After you've done that, you now wait for the liquidity to be taken away. Once it's taken out and there is a retest, you now enter a trade. As simple as that, and you see your market play out, and you will be safe in the market. So in this analysis now, once the market pulls back to that point of interest, which is the last high, which is here, this area, once the market pulls back to that zone and you pick your entry, you will now set your stop loss just above the last candle, which is here, the place I placed the horizontal line, and from there you will ride the trend. Of course, your first take profit level should be here. As you all can see, that's the first take profit level. Then the second one, all the way from there down. You can see that by doing so, you will now have a higher risk to reward ratio, and you wouldn't have any trading stop out or whatever. That's how you will avoid all this stop out of a thing. So the best you do for yourself is to follow the big boys, know their point of entry, know where they are likely to exit, and you'll be safe in trading. So in my next video, what I will do is to explain this liquidity in details, and also talk about other blocks, because what you do in this case is to set another block, because you might not really know when the price pull back to that your point of interest. So it's either you set a price alert, or you set another block, which once it gets to that place, it will get triggered. So just stay tuned in my next video now, and I'm explaining the liquidity in details, smart money concept in details, and also the types of order block we have, which you use to set the order. So thanks guys for watching. Stay blessed, and if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Thank you.